All right, everybody. Retro Flow here with the latest, greatest deck profile. Here we go.
Ulysses Gonzalez.
And what did you play for SoCal Retro Yugs Season 12 Edison format rankings?
I play Gladiator Beast.
Gladiator Beast. Why'd you decide on Gladiator Beast and not why Bayou Turbo?
So most of the season I played Via Turbo, but for this bracket I did a meta call. I played Fairies, was going to be my first opponent, so I figured this would be the best into Fairies.
Okay.
And I knew there'd be some Black Wings. The match was 50-50 in my opinion, if you win the die roll or not. And then I knew there was going to be a bunch of frogs, which there was at Machina, so it ended up pretty good. I got to losers finals. I lost to Aaron, and my only loss was to Retro Flow, who won the whole thing. Shout out Joe.
Thank you.
So third place.
All right, bro. Let's get right into it.
All right. So for the monster lineup, this GBs. These are my one-off. I'll put them up here. Rescue Cat. Put that out the way. Alright, it's my lineup right here.
That's all your monsters?
Yep. I don't even know how many it is.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
16?
And
Okay.
I guess in a way these are monsters as well. Proving grounds.
Right. Okay. And I'm looking at you have 2 requests. Why'd you decide on the 2 requests?
So 2 requests is pretty standard. You don't want to play 1. This is the main reason you get Cherry and loop back your resources. And I think 3 is just a little too cloggy.
Okay.
Some people play 2 Darius.
I was about to ask that.
Only like 1. I never missed the second one. Doesn't really come up. The other question would probably be like, some people are into Stratos and then Prisma, but honestly, I don't see the mind day. I draw it. It's fine. I don't miss it. So Rescue Cat. Some people only play 2 Sam Knights. I'm only on 1. I don't miss the second one just because most of the time he's in the deck, so I don't really want to see him. And if you do draw him, you just tag him out, contact fuse with him, and then you bring him back in the deck. But there's never been an instance where I draw this and it's dead.
Okay, and what about the 2 Laquari? Is that pretty standard as well?
2 Laquari is pretty standard. Some people used to run 3, but honestly, if you can't tag him out, it's just another 1800 vanilla at that point. It's pretty hard to out anything that's 1800. You always need 2 cards, which is why you need to run triple Test Tiger. Some people side the Sec Eater, but honestly, this is the main. If you can get this guy off, you're pretty much in a good position. You get a plus, you get a Heraclinos.
Right, when he does damage, he special summons 2 Gladiator Beasts from deck?
Yeah, 2 Gladiator Beasts from deck with the effects.
Yeah, that's a bomb waiting to happen.
Yep.
Okay, and then you want to go into the spells?
So for the spells, it's Proving Ground just because I'm at 42 right now. So this deck, for at least for this bracket, I did not want to play Book of Moon. I'm not a big Book of Moon fan. I know you do Book of Moon tricks with Darius or with Secutor. But a lot of the times when I do have Book of Moon, it ends up being not in a good spot. I know there's going to be Black Wings, so I'd rather go for going second, make sure my Gladiator base hits go through. So Smashing Ground, get rid of it, attack, and then pop their back row with BCRE. So
Nice.
It's more of a meta call. So these are my only true real spells.
Right, yeah, that card's amazing against Blackwing.
Yeah, and then just helps with breaking the dupe block as well, going second.
Okay.
Cards.
Sometimes I see this list with only 1 Proving Ground or 3. Why do you feel like 2 is the way to go?
1, you don't see it as often. 3, that's like too many normal summons. Ideally, you want to see max 2 GBs and 4 spells and traps, so you constantly switch them out. So sometimes I'll draw this list is playing 42, so sometimes I'll see all spells and traps. So it's just something so that I could see another Gladiator Beast. The other thing is, I play these, so it's like you're playing in a way 5 copies of Bestiari to get Gaizaras off. So it's 3 copies and this. That's why I don't play the Stratos, because I'd rather play this to get the actual Bestie off.
Ooh, that's an interesting way of looking at it. Yeah,
So it's
definitely.
like kind of in a way you have 5 Besties / 3 Gaizaras.
Okay. And you want to go into the traps?
Yeah, so for the traps, little tight. All right. So first of all, Triple Chariot. People play 2, but it's usually bad into Black Wings, but I'll side 1 or 2 out, depending if I'm going first or second. But everything else, I knew I was going to need it, especially for this tournament. Anything else triggers, Via triggers, Machina triggers, any frog triggers, so I really wanted to see it. So I wanted to make sure it was optimally seeing it. Triple D Prison, just versus Black Wings, they put a lot of pressure, so I wanted to make sure I had something to stop the attack. This is the other reason why I played the Wabuku, just like a semi-pseudo 4 D Prison.
Okay, so you're not a believer of a triple Wabuko?
No, I don't like triple Wawaku just because games 2 and 3 you lose to oppression a lot. So Deep Prison solves the issue of the monster that is attacking you without you having to tag out. Because if you can't out the oppression, you Wawaku and you're not able to tag out. Because if you tag out, then it goes back into the deck for cost, and now you had to use Wawaku and you lost your monster. So I don't think it's that good. And then versus frogs, they rarely attack you, so it's like unless they have the monarch already.
Okay. Is the bribe supposed to be kind of like the third trapstone?
Yeah, so that's specifically what it is. I just wanted something that stops spells. And sometimes a lot of people are now playing chainable traps like Regeki breaks, compulses. So even if you go trapstone, sometimes they'll chain the compulse, they'll change a Regeki break. So Dark Bribe is just to ensure that it goes through.
That it closes the chain link.
It closes the chain completely. It's like a second solemn. It'll stop mostly
spells and traps.
Mostly the thing I lose to a lot is Heavy Storm. So if I don't have a Dark Bribe or a Solemn or a Starlight Road, I'm not gonna set more than 2 back row because I just really hate. That's the easiest way GB's losing your back row.
Okay.
So it's like 4 ways to stop Heavy Storm, stops True Nade, stops Miracle Fusion, stops Brain Control because you used to Brain Control a lot. You're only GB. So it just stops those power spells, stops Burial. So I wanted to have two negates as much as possible. Use the Chariot first and then use these. But I still like the 2 trapstones, but this could be like a 3rd trapstone. It's been working out really good.
Okay.
2 compulses, 2 bottomless, and then 2 Starlight Roads.
2 Starlight Road is crazy.
Just because the Blackwing matchup is so tough. So if you go second and they have Icarus, it's like you're gonna lose your back row. So I really wanted to have a better chance of seeing it with Solemn or Dark Bribe, anything to stop the Icaruses. So I kind of wanted like 4 negates at all times, just to stop from losing. And like I said, me personally, I just hate losing Heavy Storm, so I always feel safe when I have these. Helps you push, because this deck always needs 2 GBs in order to go into Geysaris, or if you're trying to go into Hurricanos, you want that 3rd body, so this ensures that your play goes through, basically.
Okay, and how do you like the 2 compos in the main deck?
I like them. It outs Stardust, it outs any body, any Synchro body, it outs Duplock, it helps protect your GBs if you don't have a trap stun, they try to like highest banish it if you don't have this. It's just very versatile. So
yeah.
I like it.
Okay, and it outs Duplock because you attack one, you tag out, destroy the second one.
Yep, pretty much.
And then, okay.
Yeah, so anything that's basically 18 and above, this deck struggles with. So sometimes even if you have Secular out and they have a monster and they pass with no back row, if you have this, it's the same thing like as a Book of Moon. You just compulse their monster and this goes through, then now you have a Hurricane no survive.
Okay, nice.
Double bottom is pretty standard. 1 Mirror Force, 1 Call of the Haunted, and 1 Torrential. Cause just if your GB dies, you can bring it back. It's like your 2nd Rescue Cat, your 2nd Test Tiger.
Okay.
And if Geysaris somehow hits the grave, you bring him back. Zanzo is properly special summon, you get a pop 2 at the end phase.
Right.
Or if your Hurricanos die somehow, you bring him back, and it's real life Hurricanos now, and they try to MST this, you just use Hurricanos effect to negate it.
Interesting.
Yeah, so.
Alright, and you want to do a side deck next?
So for my side deck, I did it more just for this tournament, for this bracket. I wanted something versus Machinas, something versus Fish or Frog OTK, or Frogs in general. This was for Blackwings or any Vayu. The 2nd Ridiari, same thing for Machina, for Frogs. This is just standard, always comes in versus Blackwings or Machina. And then it's like having 4 Cyber Dragons with the Prismas. And then you could contact Fuse into Chimera Tech 3 times with the Call of the Haunted. So technically this deck can do 3 Chimera Techs. Okay. And this is just something else to have versus Blackwings. If they don't have the Kalut, or they do waste it, then you just make them waste 2 cards for 1. And these are the spells. So Ancient Forest for any Vayu. I do bring it in for Blackwing as well, just because they get aggressive. So they summon, they have to attack, it gets popped. This is mostly for going second. This, if I go first, I bring it in versus Blackwing and versus any mill deck, Vayu, Lightsworn, or Frogs as well. GBs doesn't really rely on the deck. I do side out the Prismas when I bring in this and the Rescue Cat. I leave in the Tigers because Test Tiger still works under this. And that's pretty much it. If they see this and you can back it up with the Starlight Road or something else, then they have a pretty much tough time. Even versus Blackwings, the Cyber Dragon will out their Sirocco, and at that point, they can't even Kalut. Turns off their Blizzard, so they're pretty much vanillas at that point.
Okay.
And then for traps, Double trap hole, mostly for Black Queens, that's toughest matchup. Same thing for Dust Tornadoes, toughest matchup. Royal Prussian. And then just the third compulse, I like it. In decks that the Wabaku doesn't really do good, I always swap it out for the compulse, like versus Frogs, or anything that just has synchro base.
Right.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, and the Ancient Forest is actually crazy with your deck because your monsters can dodge the destruction effect. So it really only applies to Europe. It's like your opponent's playing Ancient Forest and you're not.
Yeah, it's just a handicap for them. And if you have like Ancient Forest plus this, it's like, all right, they don't want to attack.
Yeah.
And then you
exactly.
Yeah. And then if you have 2 GBs, that's why the Proving Grounds are there. You just pop their stuff. Your GBs will always go back into the deck. Now everything that they have is banished. So it buys you some time and as well, and then it helps them not set up your grave.
Okay, the only question I was gonna ask is, why do you side one Hoplimus? What's the logic behind that?
Hoplimus, he's all right, but I just like it as a surprise factor because they already think he's in the main. So most people, if you set something, you want to keep them guessing if he's in there or not. But mostly, I just bring him in just versus Black Queens because that's the only matchup I feel like I really need him in. Everything else, I don't really feel like I need Hoplimus. The battle traps do the work, and that's why the compulses are there as well, just to help protect your board. That's mostly the reason. It's just I've played him in the main before. Sometimes he just sits there, buys you a turn or two. But I'd rather have like a different GB at that point, or even like the second Radiaris. People are like, why don't you play the second one? I don't really miss him. The only matchup you probably want him in is Frogs. But I mean, this deck naturally has a good matchup versus Frog game 1, so I don't miss him either.
Okay, nice, bro. And for the extra deck?
Extra deck's
pretty standard, right?
Yeah. Triple Gyzaris, triple Heraclinos, triple
nice
Chimeratech, triple Stardust, and then this. It was just to fill in the fillers.
Okay.
You could go into 3, like I said, in this deck. Sometimes I go into 2, sometimes I go into 2 Hurricanes, rarely the third one, and then this deck only goes into Stardust because of the start I wrote. I don't play Brain Control or Side 8.
Yeah, that's true because you play Call the Haunted, so you could actually bring back Cyber and make the third Chimera Tech.
Yep.
That's crazy. For sure, man.
And the matchups, right?
Yeah. Do you remember your matchups?
Yeah, so round 1 versus Valhalla Fairies. I think that was 2-0. And then the next one was 2-1 versus Black Queens versus Paul.
Okay.
And the third round was versus you, Joe, Retro Flow. I lost that one. Black Queens as well. Then I played versus Fish OTK. That was 2-0. Then it was Frog Monarch 2-0, and then Machina Legacy TCG. I lost that one 1-2.
Right. So that one, that last match against Aaron took you to the finals of losers bracket, which pretty much puts you into default at third place.
Yeah, third place. Yeah, that's pretty tough. People say Machina GBs has a good Machina matchup, but if they see their gear frames and they go first, he won the Dyro. It's pretty hard to out 1800 by itself, and if they summon the Machina with the fortresses, it puts a lot of pressure. So I don't think it's that easy of a matchup, to be honest.
Right. Yeah, that's not bad for your first Scry Championship playoffs. Do you want to do any shout outs?
Yeah, so I want to shout out Card Addiction, shout out the Santa Ana homies, Joe Retro Flow, shout out Primo, shout out Legacy TCG, shout out Mr. Scary SoCal Retro Ukes.
Shout out Mr. Scry.
Yeah. Shout out my brother Oscar for always being there, the homie Roy, and I think that's pretty. Oh, and shout out Oscar Ronald. Helped me fill in the last couple of spot ideas that I had for this deck, for this tournament.
All right, bro. Well, congrats, and I'll see you at the next playoffs tournament, brother.
Thank you,
Peace. Thank you.